Yellen is the new Fed speaker. So basically, years ago, what we had is our dollar was tied to gold and silver. So you'd have $1 worth of silver for $1 worth of gold, or however it worked. But there was something standing behind the dollar. When we went off the gold standard, basically, it gave the government, which it already was doing, was printing more money than there was backing it. So basically, you're just printing paper to spend. And what happens is it's happened throughout history. As you print more of the currency, it just gets devalued, so it buys you less and less. So everybody knows today that $100 does not buy you today what it did 10 years ago, or 20 years ago, or even a year ago at this point. So today the Fed's going to speak again, because a few years ago they started stimulus, which was basically they were pumping $85 billion a month into the economy, not into the economy, really just into the stock market. Big banks would get this money, invested in the stock market, and there you had this huge uprise in the market over the past 5 years at numbers that have never been seen before at its historical heights right now. But the problem is, 2 months ago they started tapering, so they started limiting the amount of money that they were feeding into the government they're printing. So over the past 2 months, we've seen a lot of things happen. We've seen Obamacare, we've seen the Fed not printing as much, so there's less money flowing into the economy. So if you look at the numbers right now, and us on the ground floor talking to people, we've seen a lot of layoffs at companies like Lockheed Martin, some big companies, Merck, and other big pharmaceutical companies. So there are a lot of things that are happening. And as they pull back, usually you think if there's less money going in, it should help strengthen the dollar. But what's actually happened since the beginning of the year, gold has gone up about $80. So today she's going to speak, and they're still probably going to continue to not have as much money put into it, which should mean that gold should come down. But I think a lot of people are seeing that, whatever the government's trying to do and is not working. We hear the government not really, the economy not growing. We're a small business. We talk to people coming in. I've gone out and talked to a couple other local business leaders that this beginning of the year has probably been the toughest they've seen in many years. So when she speaks today, we'll see what happens to the markets as well as gold. Gold's up a little bit now. The prediction is they're going to continue to not give the money into the system, so we'll see what happens. And it could affect gold and the market. We'll see which way they both go on what she says today.